Hello everybody and welcome back to M&J Games. Now today we're going to be looking at a park called Emerald Isles by Greasy 23 Gamer or GR Easy 23 Gamer, whichever way it's pronounced. And now before we talk about the description, I want to zoom out here and let me change the lighting a little bit to kind of show you just how beautiful this park is. And so as we can see, it's made up of a bunch of islands, and it's got a very beachy feel, Hawaii type feel. And the description said, Emerald Isles is a big Polynesian themed park with 3 roller coasters, a GCI Woody, B&M Hyper, and an Intamin Blitz. Every coaster is realistic and 100% smooth. The park is split up into 3 sections: Samoa, Hawaii, and Bora Bora, and fully themed without any empty spots. This also took lots of inspiration from Kalai Beach. Enjoy. So, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, Kalai Beach, somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was a park that was created on Planet Coaster um, PC edition by a couple of YouTube gamers. I could be totally wrong with that. That could be an actual place, but I think I remember seeing something like that. I think Remy was one of the guys as part of that. I think is his name, if I'm remembering correctly. So please correct me if otherwise. But as we can see, really nice entrance. Let's use this camera as we kind of get started. And, I like how we've got different, basically 3 different sets of pathing here. And it just kind of gives you a variety. And, I honestly never really used this ferry. I guess it goes under the fairy tale style of roofing much, but man, this really works here, especially with this island setting. I like how you have ticket booths on either side. Love the fencing. We already get kind of in the pirate island type theme, so very good. And then you walk in, and man, this is beautiful. I mean, we gotta then go to one of the islands, right? So you've got this little bridge. Looks good. Like that. Welcome. So it says, welcome to Samoa. So we're on one of the 3 islands. So that's to Hawaii. And then the other side would be to Bora Bora. So we're on Samoa. So let's start with, you know what? Let's go this way first. Let's go left because I think there's more coasters to the right. So we'll start with this one on the left. So going to Hawaii as we go over this bridge. And you know what? I love that netting used right there because it really fits with the theme. And oh, that's a really cool basic queue. It's not anything too difficult, not anything that would be too expensive for the park to use. Really nice, gets the job done. And so as we see here, this is a massive plaza. And so let me fully zoom out so we can really get a good look and view at how massive this plaza is. So that's awesome because you see a lot of this in real life where it's just massive plots of cement and stuff. So really cool. I feel like the AIs in the game don't really fully utilize this stuff properly because you see a lot of this they're not even walking on. But it's hard to get all perfectly. So this is called Wahoo. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be the Intamin Blitz. So let's check this out. The entrance to the ride. Hawaii Fishing Company Shed 1. Okay, so there's going to be multiple sheds that are a part of the queue, it looks like. And then we go over here, so we got Fishing Shed number 2. Okay. I love this queue, by the way. This is just very intricate, very awesome. So then we go back to Shed 1. And then, man, this is such a long queue. This is crazy. I bet that took up a couple percent on the Oswald meter. But man, look at this station. Use the same style roofing. But you have multiple different kind of dimensions with it. And then you add a little bit of the wood. So that's awesome. So let's go ahead and pause this so that we can hop on this ride. And I love kind of the extra little stuff over here that's supposed to be kind of probably adding a storyline to the ride. I'm just adding some uniqueness to it. So this is Typhoon Bar Heist, but it looks like we are using the Invincible trains. Okay. Um, so let's look at the data. Track length 1400 meters, max speed 67, biggest drop 40 meters. Okay, so that's kind of right at the limit for vertical G-forces. I believe that's right at the limit, 6 in terms of it being too high and so forth. But this looks the stuff all the information looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and ride this ride. And let's ride it in track view or front bumper view since it's 100% smooth. All right, I'll see you guys after the ride. All right, there we go. So that was Wahoo. So what'd you guys think? I thought that was an awesome ride. It kind of reminded me of multiple coasters. Um, Velocicoaster at the very beginning. A lot of the tight turns. I mean, obviously, I know it's a different style, but Intimidator 305 has a lot of those really sharp and whippy turns, and this one kind of had a lot of that involved in it. Sorry for the lag, real quick, right there. Man, this station is awesome. I love this part right here. This is really cool. Kind of reminds me of Copperhead Strike, where you go into like a separate building, and you just wait for the launch. Really, really cool. And I love the cues that you did. I mean, this looks amazing. I've never been to Hawaii, but I kind of imagine this is what Hawaii would look like, right? Um, Really wonderful job. Great theming. Really good job. All right, so now let's go to. Does this go? Nope. So let's go back to the entrance. So we've seen everything here, and it looks like custom support's there, which is really cool. Yep, really good job. That's something that I'm probably going to do, is try to do a little bit more custom supports. I know I've said this before, but I feel like with this game, if you haven't played it before, you're kind of just there's so many things that you need to master, and it's hard to master them all at once, at least for me. So it's kind of taking baby steps, and starting with a couple things, right? Um, so now we are here on the second island, which was the island we entered on, which I forgot the name of it. Samoa. So now we're gonna ride this GCI Woody coaster. So that looks like that's the exit. So we gotta find the entrance, which I love this little seating area right here. And you know what? Like, there's really not many parts of this park in terms of like the main areas that have fencing, but it works because you've got all this great foliage, and it just feels so much like we're in this tropical area. So this is just amazing. So this one's called I can't see that, Ranu. Okay, maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong. We'll see when we get up there. So once again, love the queue. We've got a little stage right there. Oh, that part looks really cool. Let's see the coaster. Hey, perfect timing. There we go. We have another part of the queue here. Your theming is just really cool. and used a lot of different building materials, but you had it all kind of make sure and match with, you know, your overall theme. Yeah, so this is really nice. So let's look at the details. So this is a wooden gnarler. Track length about 900 meters. So nothing too long, max speed 55. So nothing crazy, kind of, you know, just a typical wooden coaster. So let's ride front bumper, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Alright, there we go. So that was a lot of fun. I believe I said this before, but I can't, if I haven't, you know, this will be obviously first time. But I'm not too familiar with GCI in terms of the company and what makes their wooden roller coasters different and so forth. Just because, you know, I kind of, Planet Coaster got me really back into coasters and kind of trying to study them again and stuff. And probably for the past 5-6 years, when I have gone to a theme park, I've stayed away from the wooden roller coasters just because so many of them that are old, they just rattle like crazy. And, you know, I'm early 30s, so I'm not old, but it still gives me just a crazy headache unless I ride in the very front. So I've just kind of stayed away from wooden roller coasters. But I guess GCI's made a lot of newer models recently and stuff. So I'd love for somebody in the comments below, if you know, like, what really makes, like, what's something that's so unique about GCI? Like, all these little bunny hills here, is that something that GCI likes to have in their coasters? Because I thought that was a really cool part of this ride, was after the first hill, there weren't really any major big hills. There were just a lot of little bunny hills. So this is a very unique ride. It's super smooth. I haven't really seen a ride in the game like this in terms of having all these little kind of tiny little bunny hills. So really cool. Once again, great theming. I mean, just looking at these islands, this is so cool. Really well done. And I like how you have these little islands kind of out here. You know, kind of, I don't know, this kind of reminds me of like Far Cry 3 or something, right? With the setting, and on the map you have all these little tiny islands out here that are still tropical. Really cool. So that's super cool. So now we've got one more area to look at. And I love the fencing that you chose here. And I don't believe there are any other flat rides on that section. I could be wrong though, but we got a flat ride here. And I love how, once again, you really surrounded it with just made it fit into the setting. There's the Blitz coaster. And so I know the entrance is over on the other side. I just wanted to kind of walk around and see if we're missing anything. Oh, this is cool. This is almost like making it look like there's some kind of ride being put up, whether it's part of a coaster or more likely like a flat ride that's being built. And so it says fun under construction. Okay. So I guess fun would be the name of that, essentially. So here's the entrance to the Screaminator, I think is what it's called technically. So really cool. As we see there, really nice, custom supported, I believe, hyper coaster. That's a really cool sign. Really cool. So now we're in Bora Bora, obviously the third part, which would be amazing to visit in real life. So Mayo, I don't know why when I see this I just think of Mako from SeaWorld Orlando. And I've never ridden that ride, but I really want to ride it. Alright, so looks like we got a Rage coaster. A Giga Rage. And while we're waiting for everybody to get on, let's look at the stats. So almost 2 minutes in duration, track length 1400 meters, max speed 8 miles an hour, biggest drop 65 meters. So let's go ahead and ride the ride. And I'll see you guys at the end. Alright, there we go. So once again, another great coaster. Kept the theming the same throughout. I love this first drop. Love this little tunnel that was created. Really cool. And then this one later is cool as well, where it's like you're going into part of the tropical hut or the, you know, like the bungalows in Bora Bora and stuff. So really cool. Are these custom supported? Let's see. Yep. Really cool. Love that first drop. And so now we visited the entire park. So I want to get your guys' opinion. What was your favorite ride? Mine personally, I just love hyper coasters. I feel like as I've gotten a little bit older compared to when I was younger riding coasters, I enjoy the drops more than inversions a lot. So I love hypers, gigas, stuff like that. The stuff that really gets your stomach. And so I think this one, Mayo, I believe, was my favorite. And the Bermuda Blitz, or not Bermuda, Intamin Blitz coaster was my second favorite. I mean, this layout's really cool. Now that we're seeing it from this high view, just kind of seeing how it goes over these islands is really, really cool. Yeah, so what was your guys' favorite coaster here? I love your opinion. What do you guys think of the park? Make sure to go and check out this this guy's channel on the Frontier Workshop, and make sure to rate and download his park. And as always, if you like this video, make sure and hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with more Planet Coaster content. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day.